Quarter first.
Oh,
Hello, everyone. I want to talk to first year player, CJ Jamison. Pretty good. Excuse me, CJ Jamison Jr. Correct?
yes, sir.
All right. Um, First year 96er. Looking forward to big things from CJ from the Greenville, I think Greenville area. Well,
Yeah.
enough of the preliminaries. Tell everyone a little bit about CJ.
Well, like you said, I'm from the Greater Greenville area. I played basketball in college for 5 years, four of them at North Greenville University. My last year, my grad year at Converse. So I'm really looking forward to getting back on the basketball court and playing basketball.
Where'd you go to school in high school, CJ?
I went to Legacy Early College High School.
Oh, you went to Legacy.
Yep.
Okay, man. That's pretty good competition up there, Legacy, man. I know it's time to come out of that area, man. Um, you said you played at Converse College, correct?
Yep.
How was the competition on that level? Was that D1, D2, D3?
It was Division two. We had a really good year. The year I was there, we was ranked for a little bit of that season. So yeah, it was pretty good competition. We played ranked teams as well.
Okay, okay. What are your goals and aspirations through basketball?
Goals and aspirations is to hopefully be able to play professional basketball overseas. Just get a chance to also just make connections and be able to play the game I love and hopefully get paid by doing so.
Okay, okay. So basketball is a passion of yours. It's something you love to do.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's something I love to do. I enjoy doing every part of it, from working out to doing basketball drills, practice, and games.
When did you first start playing basketball, CJ?
It's been a while since elementary school. I remember, I think my first real AAU season was like maybe third or fourth grade. So when I
Okay.
really started playing organized basketball, and just from there I kept playing.
So did you play middle school, JV, varsity, that route? How did it go for you?
I played in middle school, seventh and eighth grade, and then when I went to Legacy, they had a local team, they had a national team. So I played, and I made the national team my freshman year, and I played national all 4 years in
Time
high
out.
school.
Stop. 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 I didn't want to bring that up. And I know Legacy have a national team. You made the national team?
Yes, sir, my freshman year.
Speak on that, bro. That's big. Speak on that. I didn't want to say nothing, but I knew Legacy had two teams, and I just
hmm
thought you was on the local team. Speak on that, man. What does that mean, Legacy having? What's that mean, the national team?
So basically, the national team is the team that goes and like they travel to different states, like further out to play other like prep schools and charter schools like Oak Hill, Lawler, like the big high school teams that you see play on TV sometimes. So that's the national team. Local team, they play like teams that are like more local, like in North Carolina, Georgia. We had national team. We travel a lot. We play like bigger competitions. Guys that are going D1. I played against a few NBA players while I was playing in high school. I played along with the NBA player as well. So
Oh, that's big, man. Because I know for a fact those two teams, man, where those guys come in, they're recruited. Some of those guys are recruited to come in and stay on campus at Legacy, correct?
yep,
That's big, man. That's real big. So, who was coaching? Was it Coach Jackson? Was Coach Jackson over there then?
yeah, it was called BJ Jackson.
Yes, man. I met him a couple times. He a good dude, man. And that area is a basketball area. So, all right. So you leaving Legacy. You end up at Converse College. How was that transition for you from high school to college?
High school, going to North Greenville for my first 4 years, it
Oh,
was
my
pretty
apologies.
smooth. Yeah, it was pretty smooth. I really did like college a lot better than high school. Basketball wise is a lot different, being that it's still traveling, but it's more of like it's just a different feeling. Doing a lot of stuff on your own, going to practices, going to games. It's just a different feeling, a different vibe.
For all the young kids out here, CJ, who thinks, well, I play basketball and I'm that guy and I'm going to get a scholarship and I'm going D1. Tell the kids how hard that process is, man. Like being a student athlete, explain, give the kids an idea of what your day consisted of, as far as waking up, practice, lifting weights, school, and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, so I'll start off. I know my freshman year was probably one of the toughest years. I had 8 a.m.s Monday through Friday, so I had to get up early for those. Had 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I think a 10 a.m. class and 11, and then you'll have practice in the middle of the day, so you really won't have time to go to your dorm or sometimes eat. And then from practice, you probably have weights or study hall. I know I had to go to study hall my freshman year. So yes, a lot of things to balance out. Then you have to keep up your grades, go to classes. I know some schools are different. Here, there's a certain amount of classes you can't miss, and once you miss, then it's an automatic fail. So you have to balance a lot of things out, then travel, and then taking tests. So it's fun, but it's just you got to balance and have time management. And with that, the go D1, I would say is getting harder nowadays, especially since they're changing the rules and people having to go the JUCO route, and how college coaches aren't really picking high school players anymore coming out of high school. They're more
CJ,
going
kind
to
of,
JUCO.
I'm sorry, kind of elaborate on that, man, because kids don't understand these days as far as this new wave of NIL and players transferring and leaving. You kind of touched on it just now. Now, explain to the kids like they don't recruit as much now out of high school. There are a lot of transfers and stuff like that, and people they're looking for in the JUCO section. Is that correct?
That's
Explain that a little
correct.
bit to the people. Okay.
So since now, I believe they changed the rule saying the two JUCO years don't count towards your actual college playing years once you go like D3, D2, or D1. A lot of coaches are saying how they rather pick players coming from JUCO since they already kind of have college experience. They don't really have to teach them much. They already know the pace of the game and everything, and they don't really want to kind of buy in on getting a high schooler and trying to teach them and build them
Mm,
from the ground up. Especially now because the transfer portal, and there's a good chance that they're going to leave anyway. So
mm.
it's more of let's just go the JUCO route and get someone who already knows how to play the game than to try to buy in on a high schooler.
CJ, at what point does basketball become a business? I know like young kids who play, I guess, rec league, where everybody gets a chance to play. That's all fun and games. At what point in your life did things change for you where it was about money as well as basketball? Like I know AAU, you got to travel and you got to pay for stuff and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure probably some of that was with Legacy as well. At what point in your life did you know things were different and it wasn't just for fun anymore?
I would say high school, depending on which high school you go to, how like competitive it is. Especially when it gets to college, it's really a business for the fact that they will put on the court who's producing the most points. They don't really, they at that point it's their job on the line. They're getting paid to coach. They have to win games, so they're going to put on the court their best product. Whoever performs in practice or who knows the plays and who knows what they're doing on the court. And same as in high school, I'll say especially now since competition is getting better at a younger age. Um, in high school, that's when it becomes a business as well as you have to be able to produce on the court, know what you're doing. And at the end of the day, if you know what you're doing and you're producing, then the coach is going to put you in.
Mm. I gotta ask you, man. Were you zoned for Legacy or were you zoned somewhere else?
I was zoned for Eastside High School.
Okay, okay. No shade to East Side, but I okay now I see why you went to Legacy. Um, did you guys play local teams up that way? Some like Greenville or West Side or teams like that, or was it strictly other prep school teams?
It was other prep school teams at the time at Legacy. I don't think we were able to play public South Carolina schools at that time. So it was
Ah,
only like charter schools or like private schools within South Carolina or any other team outside of South Carolina. But we wasn't able to play public schools in South Carolina.
what made you choose that route, CJ?
I felt like it was a better chance for me to be seen by coaches, get film, play bigger and better competition at a younger age. I feel like that really helped me out because it opened my eyes to how much better or how better competition is outside of just regular public schools or within South Carolina. So I feel like doing that allowed me to develop a little bit better.
Did you play AAU during high
I
school?
did. I played for the SC Raptors and Team SC.
Okay, okay. What was the furthest place you guys went to during the AAU season?
Las Vegas and Dallas, Texas.
That's impressive. Do you remember what circuit you guys played on?
I believe it was the Adidas Gauntlet.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. So just ballpark figure. You ain't got to give specific numbers. For kids who don't know that, because I'm trying to teach kids that there is different levels to basketball, right? There's different
Mhm.
levels as far as talent level and as far as cost. Could you kind of ballpark figure, let a parent know what a AAU traveling on that kind of circuit would cost a kid to play?
I'll say thousands of dollars from plane tickets to getting a hotel, staying there a few nights. It costs a lot, like 1,000 a week, and especially when you have to pay to get into the venue as well. So it all like adds up to a good amount.
Let me ask you a question. So, as a player who's done it, do you think playing year-round basketball is important to get a scholarship, or do you think playing other sports is better?
I feel like if you want to take basketball seriously, then playing basketball year round or making that your primary focus is really important to be successful. Now, obviously, there's going to be some outliers that are just really talented in two sports that can just do that type of thing, like play basketball and football, or just do a couple other things. But if you're really not that athletic or talented, then you kind of have to pick which sport you really want to hone in on to be like really good in that sport to be seen. So I would say for the most part, you kind of have to focus in on basketball year round if you really want to be competitive and successful at it.
I kind of feel the same way, CJ. Me and a friend of mine had a conversation, and I felt like that if you're a basketball player, then you would almost have to play year round because most other kids are playing year round, right? And if you play
Mhm.
basketball season just during basketball season, you're already behind. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
All right, brother. We'll open up tomorrow. I think this is your first year playing on an ABA level. We open up tomorrow in Fayetteville. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you play. The other day at practice, I kind of watched your rotation on basketball. I saw your shots. Everything looked perfect. You had basketball movement, which was perfect. Everything about you, you can tell that you're a basketball player. Now, again, there are guys who play basketball and they're basketball players. So, what are your goals this year for this ABA season? At the end of the season, you want to be able to say you've done what?
I want to say that I've played the best I can and also was able to. I would say I was able to compete how I know I wanted to compete, be able to win a lot of games. That's first and foremost. Win games, be productive on the court, and of course, win our region is what I want to say that we at the end of the day is we want to win the region. And of course, we want to win the championship at the end of the day. And it's also just be seen, be seen by other people, open up the organization, open up eyes to how good the ABA is and this team is in this organization.
You know, CJ, I appreciate that, man. But you sound like I love that answer. But you are a entity, you are a business. So, and I get it's really about what you need to do. So at the end of the year, if you are on the all-star team in the ABA, is that what you're shooting for? If you can stand and or if you get seen by an agent and go overseas, are you prepared for that? If an agent call you tomorrow, are you prepared to go?
Oh yeah, of course. That's also another main thing is I want to be able to be productive enough to be seen by agents or teams overseas to go overseas to be able to play professionally, which is one of my goals that I want to go do.
Okay. Well, I will tell you, just on our schedule alone, that I can top of my head, we're going to play some teams that has guys that played overseas, and you're going to play against guys who actually have connections with overseas teams, G League teams, whole 9 yards. So the ABA will give you the opportunity. And I'm just being honest with you. This ain't for everybody. Everybody think they're that guy until it's time to be that guy. I have a great feeling about you and looking forward to seeing you play. Tell some people about something about you that most people don't know. Give us some insight on CJ. What makes CJ
Um,
CJ?
uh, I mean, what makes me is just doesn't matter in any circumstance. I'm always gonna be CJ. Funny, goofy. Whenever it's time to be serious, it's time to be serious. Nothing really special to it. I mean, just be who I am all the time.
So is the goal this year to get you down to Atlanta and on that All-Star team?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, man. So give everybody your info as far as your connections. How can folks contact you as far as your social media stuff and follow you this season with the 96ers?
My Instagram is CJ Jamison 3. My email is cjjameson2000 at gmail.com. And those are pretty much my main two that I use for business communications. So yeah, if they need anything, if y'all want to ask any other more questions, y'all can email me or hit me up on Instagram.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for your time, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow and getting in and do your thing, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it too.
Take care, sir.
Thank you, you too.
All right.